have, this is 40, correct? So if I cut it into two pieces, it's one piece x and one piece 40 minus x. Right? What is the circumference of a circle? No, well, okay, 2 pi r. How's that? Is that all right?
Yeah.
Because I want to work with area, so I need r. So, if x is the circumference of the circle, is x equal to 2 pi r? So is r equal to x over 2 pi?
Wait, how do we know that 40 minus x? What's 40 minus x?
The rest of the wire?
What is x? It looks like the end of times outside.
I know it. It's nasty looking. Now, I want the area of the circle and the area of the square to be a minimum. Right? So, how do I find area of a square? Area of the square, side square, is, if this is my around a circle, this is my around a square, right? Well, I already used x for the circle, didn't I? So, how would I find one side of my square?
One side, I solve for x.
No.
Huh?
Divide by that.
Divide by 4,
Oh,
wouldn't I?
why? Oh, because, yeah, 4 sides.
Right?
That makes sense.
So, is the area of my circle plus the area of my square what I want to find?
Yeah.
So what's the area of the circle?
2 pi r.
No. No, it isn't. What's the area of the circle?
Pi r squared.
Pi r squared. So, is the area of the circle pi times x over 2 pi squared? Plus, what's the area of the square? It's what? I just did it as 40 minus x over 4, but either way.
Okay.
Do you all agree? I need to simplify it a little bit before I take the derivative. What is this simplified?
Oh, wait.
How about that? Right? What? Well, isn't it 4 pi squared on bottom?
Wait, 4 pi squared on the bottom. Wouldn't that make it 3 pi?
Now 4 pi squared divided by pi is 4 pi. I'm going to square this.
I know, it cancels.
Is that right? Somebody check me. Does besides Griffin. He's a little confused.
Well, I'm just confused on how you, why, because wouldn't it be pi?
Well, I'm confused on whether you're gonna finish a sentence so I can answer you.
Oh, I was. Wouldn't it be pi times x squared over 4 pi?
Squared.
Oh, 4 pi squared. Oh. Forgot you probably squared pi.
Okay, do you agree with this?
Yes.
I'm going to clean it up before I take the derivative. Because this is x squared over 4 pi plus 100 minus 5x plus x squared over 16. Is that right? And that's much easier to take the derivative of. Now I take the derivative. This becomes x over 2 pi what? I didn't make fun of you. I said what?
Wait, why is 5? Where did you get
Derivative of 5x.
derivative of 100 is 5.
The derivative of 100 is 0.
That's what I assumed. But how do you get 2 pi? Oh, because well, so it goes 2x, it's 2 and 4 cancel out. Oh,
All right. Are you with me?
Okay. Common denominator, maybe? So add 5. Oh, 2 pi is a number.
Add 5. Okay. X, 2 pi is a number. He wants to do this.
All the way down the page.
Right? Gonna multiply everything by 2 pi.
Or
X plus 2 pi x over, oh wait. I want to cheat on that. No, what is it? Pi x over 4 equals 10 pi.
Did you also multiply by 8?
I'm going to multiply by 4. So 4x plus pi x equals 40 pi. Ooh. So x times 4 plus pi equals 40 pi. So you're really not going to like when you get an answer here. So this, my answer is x equal to 40 pi divided by 4 plus pi.
Yeah. We can try another room. I'm already on the break.
oh, are we finding the answer? So let's finish writing.
What's x?
guys a number then.
17 point what?
596.
I got 17.596. Let's go.
So that is the circumference of my circle.
Oh, it is.
What's the circumference of my, or the perimeter of my square?
40 minus that number.
22.404.
She's not around. I got that. So then we
Okay.
got
So find the lengths of the two pieces. Did I find that?
Yep.
That's a minimum. How do I find a maximum? That means a maximum is going to happen when it's either a square or all a circle. Okay? If it's all a circle, that means x is 40. Right? So what is r?
Wait.
So for the circle, isn't it going to be pi times, you said 20 over pi squared?
Why are we thinking? What are we doing though?
We're finding out if it's all a circle, what the area would be.
What do you mean if it's all a circle? Oh, it's like the whole 40. Okay.
What did we get?
400 over 5.
400 over 5
Pi.
pi. What is that?
147.32.
Okay, what if it's all a square?
Can we just do?
100.
100. Yeah. So we want it to be 100.
So what makes it the largest?
Oh, use the circle.
If it's all a circle?
Yeah. See, I don't know how you like figure it out.
How did you get this square? Yeah.
Well, the square, the whole length is 40. And there's 4 sides, so is each side 10?
Yeah. And then the area.
And area would be 10 squared.
Was that? Did we not just find the area?
I think.
Yes. We wanted the area to circle. How could you make the total area the maximum?
But then, is that's not the side.
Okay, wait. This problem.
This is the area of the circle.
I have a question.
Hang on, pi r squared?
Yeah.
That's how big the circle is if I put the whole 40 in a circle. That's the area.
Okay, so how is 127 the side of it? Or the circumference?
It's not. That's a C for circle. Area of the circle. It's not circumference, it's circle.
So we're trying to find the area?
Trying to find the area of the circle, the area of the square. If I put the whole piece of wire in.
I have a question.
Okay, hold this thought. Don't let this thought leave you. What?
We found the area of the circle and the area of the square on the last problem, right?
No, we just found the length of the wire.
Oh, the length of the. Oh, the length of both wires. Interesting.
Right. Now, are we okay?
Yeah.
Now, read number 8. 4 feet of wire is to be used to form a square and a circle. How much of the wire should be used for the square and how much for the circle to maximize the area? Now, we just maximized area. And what did we say made it better?
Circle.
Circle. So that means that that's what's going to happen. So what's going to happen on number 8? We want it all in the circle.
I can use that formula for.
We have just figured that out, haven't we? That a circle makes more area than a square.
But it says how much wire should be used for, so 0 for the square and 4 for the circle.
Yes.
Do we have to do anything?
No. Because you have already determined when we do a maximum, we want it all in the circle. So 4 for the circle.
4 feet, actually. That was a tough one.
That was a tough one. That's why I said, hold it till today.
I'm glad that we held it.
So, how about number 9? Read it.
And then, so now we're doing what we did first.
Okay. We have a square. And we have an equilateral triangle. And the combined perimeter is 10. Right? All right. I'm going to do this one a little bit different just because of the way it is. Is it true that if I let this be x, then the perimeter is 4x? Okay? I'm going to let on that triangle be y. So the perimeter of the triangle is 3y. Do those two add up to 10? I need to solve for one of the letters. All right? I'm going to solve for x. So is x equal to 10 minus 3y over 4? Now the hard part. How do I find area of a square? What? Okay, so to find my area, it is x squared. Now, how do I find the area of my triangle? What? Do we have a base or a height?
We have, no, well, y would be the base, right?
But we don't have a height.
So Pythagorean.
So let's think a minute. Let's think a minute. Is this angle 60?
The new and improved Pythagorean theory.
Yeah.
Is that angle 60?
Oh, see? Oh, sine.
So is this side, are you listening? Y over 2.
That's I would have said that.
How do I find the long side?
Which side? The long side.
Is this piece radical 3y over 2?
Oh, how do you get, because that's what the sine of 60 is.
Is it a 30-60 triangle? Is it, if the short side is 1, isn't the long side 1 times radical 3? So would you agree that it's radical 3y over 2?
Yeah.
So, how do I find the area of my triangle?
1/2 times
1/2. What's the base?
y plus
Times. Base times height?
base times that, yeah.
3y.
Equals area.
I think we should solve for y.
No, you didn't want to solve for y because there's too many of them.
Oh, you're right. Equals the area.
So is 10 minus 3y over 4 squared plus radical 3y squared over 4 equal to the area. Right? Would you agree?
Yep.
So now what?
We can add this.
Well, I can't add them until I get rid of my square.
Oh.
That's not dumb.
Make it square root of there.
100 minus 60y plus 9y squared over 16 equals radical 3y squared over 4. Oh, sorry, not equals, plus. Equals area. Right?
Oh, wait. Oh no, 30 plus 36.
30 plus 30 is 60, yes. All right, so do I have 25 over 4 minus 15y over 4 plus 9y squared over 16 plus radical 3y squared over 4 is my area.
Why is 25? Oh, okay.
I haven't taken the derivative, I just simplified it.
Yeah, I would never figure this out. Never.
Now I'm going to take the derivative. All right? Which is negative 15 fourths plus 9y over 8 plus
So what did you, oh yeah.
radical 3y over 2 equals 0.
Now solve for which
Solve for y. What should we do?
9y over 8 plus radical 3y over 2 equals 15 over 4. Multiply everything by 2.
I'm going to multiply everything by 8, okay? Is that right? 8 times this is the 30. 8 times this is 9y. 8 times this is 4 radical 3. I lost my y.
4. Why is it 4 radical 3?
Because 2 goes into 8 4 times. Factor out a y, and I have 9 plus 4 radical 3. What is y?
I got 1.883.
Yeah.
Good, that's what I got.
That's the one side of the triangle.
That's what I got is one side of the triangle. Right? Did I get one side of the triangle? So now I need to know what is x.
Well,
Let's go back over to this.
e times
1.08 what? 7?
1.087.
That's a unit.
I got one.
Okay, so you find out 1.883.
But we're close enough, right?
No, it's
So we know, what does it ask for?
It asks for
The dimensions. And I have the dimensions, don't I?
Do you just need to put line X or do we need to put like?
Well, what I did is I said, this was a triangle, this was the square. So I noted which was which.
What would you put?
Oh, I plugged it into where I had an x equals, right here. Do you have one? And I'm going to tell you, you don't have to work 10, it works just like this one.
Okay. We don't have to do 10? Careful.
I was like, wait, should I repeat that or should I just say that she did it?
Wait, why is
I should have told him he had to do it.
No,
You said he was going to do it on the balance.
I was. I probably should do it. Why is 10?
You have another one you want to question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is 10 what? It's just like 9.
Why is 10 different than 7?
10 and 7.
Because isn't it a
Circle and square.
circle? And I didn't ask for maximum. Maximum is when it's all one or all the other. Minimum is when they're combined. That's what we have discovered. You said what? I'm sorry.
Oh, well, 11.
Didn't we do 11? Are you sure?
Not sure. It's not like all squares.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. All right. So what did you do for 11? How do I find the volume? Okay, which is what?
45.
X squared what? Volume is equal to x squared y. Would you agree with that? Because the base is a square, so both of those have to be the same. Length and width is the same, right?
Oh, so y side. Right.
How do I find surface area?
With I plus.
Surface area is what I need is 108, right? Y'all are going to have to use your imagination a little bit. Oh, no, maybe not.
X squared.
If the surface area of this is the surface area of this, x times x.
Yeah, X squared times 6.
So the surface area
There's no top.
is equal to x squared, right?
Yes.
Oh,
That's the bottom. That's the bottom. What is this side? X times y? How many sides are there?
4 plus x
Plus 4.
I literally almost did it right.
So if we were trying to find top and bottom, would it be 2x first?
It would be, but it's an open top.
Wait. Switch up.
So does this, instead of surface area, can I put 108? Right? I have to solve that for a letter. What letter?
Y.
Y would be the easiest. So is y equal to 108 minus x squared over 4x? So how do I, volume is x squared times 108 minus x squared over 4x, right? So is volume equal to,
How did you get volume is x squared?
isn't it the area of the base times the height? Length times width times height.
Yeah.
Length and width are the same.
Well, now it's easy.
X times 108 minus x squared over 4, right? Because I'm going to simplify that before I take the derivative. 27x minus x cubed over 4. Can I take the derivative? What is it?
3 fourths, negative 3 fourths, x squared, plus 7.
Equals 0. Right? So 3x squared over 4 equals 27. 3x squared equals 108. X squared is,
36.
x is 6. How did that happen, that it came out a pretty answer? I want my dimensions.
I might find volume.
No, it asks for the dimensions.
6 is the dimensions.
No, 6 is the side of the bottom, right? And it's
6 is volume.
inches. So my dimensions are 6 inches by 6 inches by, what is y? 3 inches?
How is what?
Plug it back into the surface area.
By 3 inches. Right? Y? Don't I have a y equals somewhere in the problem? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. What now? Did you try 12?
I tried
it.
12, and I took up like 3 pages of work, and I didn't even get it.
I haven't tried it.
Did you try 12? Then how can you ask if you didn't even try?
I think
I did not try
I didn't
it.
find
I got
it, and I did all
0,
that.
which is not true.
Well, the problem is, I think you have trouble for one more.
what?
Type of what trouble? Have time for one more.
15?
Yeah, we don't, yeah, that's probably
You
a
know,
good idea.
you could always you could really do whatever one. If I'm gonna get all these exactly, it should be done for us.
Okay. If I do 12, have you all tried 15?
I looked at it and realized I didn't know how to do it, so I didn't try it.
I'm all for 15. You know, I haven't looked at it.
All right, I'm going to do 15 because I want you guys to try 12.
Okay,
And then at the beginning of the hour tomorrow, real quick, I'll do 12 if you're stuck. But I want them to try it.
Okay.
15 is hard.
Well, what if I want to try the 15 problem?
Then close your ears and then watch the recording. And maybe you won't ask 65 questions.
Well, there's only like 16 problems. I really can't ask 65.
Oh, yes, you've asked like 10 a problem.
Well,
Wait, where'd that come from? Wait, what is that? Wait.
Sorry.
You're not an idiot.
I am. I don't know what happened. I am. Somehow. I don't like it. What?
No, guys, you can't talk about somebody that's not here.
He's here. He's here. He's here. In the future, time travel. Yeah.
We'll do text about this later.
Okay,
Do that, Harrison.
this is what is given.
Okay.
You have read the problem, I assume.
No.
I wanted to try to use
Well, let me read it real quick. A person on a road about 2 miles from the nearest point on a straight shore which is
This is x. This is 6 minus x. right?
Yeah. Dude, this looks like physics.
I need this length. And that is a right triangle, so I'm going to use Pythagorean theorem. So is 2 squared plus x squared equal to y squared? So is y equal to the square root
2 plus x. No, you can't do that. 4 plus x squared.
right? Now,
Wait, what are we trying to get to the house?
yeah,
We solved it.
We're trying to find how far.
find out if you should go up here and across or here and across. How far over on the beach should he lay it?
Oh,
Now, isn't rate times time equal distance? Yeah. I wanted y'all to finish it for me.
Oh,
Y'all were just staring at me.
I was thinking that, but I didn't know if you were like, yeah.
What is this?
what?
Distance, yeah.
That is distance.
That is distance.
Wait, so walk. I'm so confused.
That is distance. So is
Walk faster.
Maybe he's going without the current.
See, Griff, that was one of his questions. Didn't even.
Alright. I won't ask any more useless questions.
distance over rate plus distance over rate would make my least amount of time, wouldn't it? Would make my time.
Well, okay, you're gonna have to explain to me how you got it.
I got what?
How you got that.
Is rate times time equal distance?
Right? Yes.
So time is distance over rate. So the time to go here plus the time to go here is the time it's going to take me to get there.
Yeah.
Right?
Dude, distance. No, because it's not.
So this is in the water. So my distance in the water, which is radical 4 plus x squared, what's my rate in the water?
3 miles per hour. No, 3 miles per hour.
3. Plus my distance here is 6 minus x over my rate is my total time. You agree with that?
Okay. But that's just one time. Not the other time.
No. This is in the water. This is on land.
Yeah, but we also need to find out like how they cross.
No, I'm finding the maximum. So if I take the derivative and set it equal to 0, I should be good.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
I thought we were trying to find the minimum.
Well, minimum, yes. It's when you find one, it's going to be max or min, whatever you're looking for. That's the way the problems are set up. You do not have to determine which it is.
Okay.
One of the endpoints is going to be the other. That's why we did the 0 on the circle and square. So I want the derivative of this. What's the derivative of this?
1/2 times at 1/2 x. No. I was close. I was getting there. I would have gotten to that point. But
Right?
dude,
Is that right?
what happened to the 6 minus 5?
I haven't done that yet.
Awesome.
So you're good with that?
Yes.
Not really, but sure.
That's just a derivative.
Yeah. I wouldn't get to the points where I can take the derivative.
This requires a lot of thinking. I know you.
Realize that's hard.
I used to be. I always thought that I was smart. But no.
Let me tell you, only smart people are in this class, so it's kind of leveling you, like making you guys realize sometimes what everybody else feels like, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't like it that way. I go algebra.
I'm going to cross multiply.
That would suck.
Did you say a word you're not supposed to say?
Whoa. Where?
I cross multiplied.
Oh.
Now I'm going to square both sides.
Whoa, that was not a question. What? Hold on. How did 25x or 5x turn into 25x?
Because we square both sides.
Why? Why did we?
You guys have to go through alphabet, right?
Oh my gosh.
You're doing that since 8th grade.
Go back to the next math test. Well, see, I already did all that stuff in the like I'm so confused. So I forget that I'm supposed to do weird things. Honestly, wait.
Is that right?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, you should have it and just. Yep, that's what I would have done. So x equals, well, let's see, 36 divided by 16. Nope, that's not what I want to do.
So, where does he need to lay it? A mile and a, well, I don't know how to ask the question.
Well, or from the house.
How far from the house would be what, 4.5 miles?
But isn't,
Whoa!
isn't,
I'm such a long
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So,
4.5 miles?
You must be a stud like Brady,
5 miles.
you know, getting a scholarship to go to Yale.
yeah, Brady. Wait, hold on. I am very confused on